Hello everybody, this is Chris Master 4 here. Welcome back to Let's Play DanganRonpa 2 Goodbye Despair! Why are you over there?
I'll be back over there in a second.
Why?
Something.
Last time we figured out some pretty important information on Mana.
Mana me.
Well, we actually found
her diary.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what we assumed is her diary.
Also, Byakuya is not real.
Byakuya. The first game was also not real because Byakuya is not real.
Byakuya is not real.
Well, this Byakuya, the fat Byakuya, is not real.
Byakuya is not real.
Byakuya is a fake person.
The
He's just rolling over in his grave right now.
Basically. Even though
No! They found the bicycle! That's why his voice was so different too!
Yeah.
Anyway, we're about to start the last class trial.
Fitting.
Also,
right?
Nagito's dead.
Yeah, Nagito died. I mean, we investigated last time of his death. So we already know that he's
Still a good reminder.
He said
Oh
that
god, there's only 5 people in the elevator, right? No, 6?
6.
6.
He said that, right? He said last class trial?
Yep, I heard it too. He really did say it was the last class trial.
What do you think? Should we believe him?
Monokuma seemed anxious about the Monokuma timer earlier, right? 2 more days? And he said there's something about the killing school trip ending, right?
Based on the time limit, this might definitely be the last one.
Or he's gonna have a really quick one right afterwards.
Yep.
But I can't imagine this is the real end. We still have another chapter to go through.
We still have people left to kill.
Yeah.
There's still enough people left for one of us to die.
Yeah. I think that Monokuma's real plan might be just beyond
I think Monokuma's real plan might be just beyond that.
his
Yes.
real plan.
Obviously.
Monokuma's still planning to make us do something? What could it be? Maybe after putting us through all this, he's planning to kill the remaining survivors all at once.
Well,
Obviously.
well, still, it's also not a good idea to think about it too much, I think.
You need to be more sure.
I think we should focus on the class trial that's waiting for us first.
You're right. The class trial for Nagito's murder. We're pretty screwed. I haven't collected my thoughts because we were so focused on this file.
How are we instantly screwed?
Still,
Just
I can't
explain that.
I can't see who killed Nagito.
But still, well, you don't have to worry so much.
Huh?
Right? I mean, we're not fighting this alone, you know.
You're right. You're absolutely right. We're not alone. Even if it's a mystery that can't be solved alone, as long as everyone cooperates and works together.
Time to do the case.
We're already doing the case.
I meant like the trial, but fuck me.
You need to. No, I don't want to do that. It's been well over 50 episodes. I don't want to do that to you. Jesus.
Would you rather death Nagito?
No. I mean, I know Tess does, but no.
No, she doesn't anymore because he's dead.
I mean,
Unless
she could be a necrophile.
No! I'm gonna tell her you said that.
No. Obviously, she's not. You idiot. You know, if we do that, things will turn out fine. Alright, on our way. At least we 100.
Jesus, there it is.
At least we 100%ed Chiaki. That's all I care about so far.
Who is your next 100%? Akane?
I mean, Akane, I still haven't. If we have 2 days left.
You could 100% Akane,
Damn
couldn't
right.
you?
No, I don't think there's enough. Also,
You only need. How many more do you need? Oh.
Pet's still neglected. Good.
Yeah, you only need 2 more. You could
3 more.
You could still complete her.
No, I can't.
You can complete her.
I can complete her.
Oh, you didn't read the new journal entries for Chiaki, by the way.
Oh, I could do that actually.
Right now.
Yep. I mean, I didn't actually read most of them for Mikon.
Dead.
Yeah, he's dead. Oh, hey, they changed it to Ultimate Imposter.
Go to Chiaki and read all the new stuff.
All right.
Because you got some new shit.
Yeah, I also talked to Akane. I should talk to her. Anyway, here we go. Here we go. She treats life like a video game, which is why she won't allow any killings.
Yeah.
She told me, I'm reading all from the beginning. She told me games are supposed to be fun, and that focusing on winning and losing is pointless. I mean, Blizzard feels that way about Overwatch. She doesn't know about Girls' Day. Everyone knows about that. I wonder why. She's happy that I teach her lots of new things, and made me promise to see her again. She's not used to living creatures, and it's hard for her to play games about managing relations and guessing what characters are feeling. That sounds really lonely. Yeah, see, right here it says that she's not really good at dating sims. Oops. I found out that Chiaki's dad was a programmer. I'm not sure why she tried to hide that. She touched my body and seemed impressed by it. She still has a lot to learn, though, because she's not good at...
Yeah, she tripped.
Yeah, she tripped and fell into me because she saw it in a dating sim once. That's what I imagine, which is fucking adorable to me.
6.
What? Oh,
I said 6.
Oh, okay. I thought you said fix. I'm like, what the fuck is a fix?
It's when you get your thick fix.
The more Chiaki learns, the more she understands. Yeah, like an AI. That's what she desires. I promise to teach her everything I know, and I'll never forget the time I spent with her. And cheat code. The time limit doesn't decrease, even if you shoot a statement with a silencer. Effective during non-stop
Yes!
It cannot be combined with Infinity Ultimate Flame. So literally...
Unlimited, not ultimate.
Unlimited Flame. The time limit doesn't decrease. So I can have as much time as I want.
Well, no, it doesn't decrease as even if you shoot a
if you shoot a statement with a silencer. That means time doesn't decrease at all.
Yes, use it. Use that shit.
But it's probably going to be a crap ton of skill points.
You have a crap ton of skill points.
Sonia is the princess of Nova Scotia.
Nova Selic.
Of the Nova Scotia Kingdom. Though she has the regal attitude I expect from a princess, for some reason she's also obsessed with Japanese dramas.
She also cursed a bunch last episode.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, she cursed a bunch, which makes me think that she's nervous.
Why are these pictures all pixelated in the top? That's my question.
Because death. That's all I can imagine.
Well, I guess because the background's broken on them. Because if you look at Sony's background, it has like that cool light effect in the background.
I know, because death.
Dead.
Her whole life, yes. Mikon nurses anyone who's sick and hurt because they always trust her and listen to whatever she says. If I get sick, she might be the end of me. Foreshadowing the inevitable.
Dead.
Ibuki's is a band that should have unity because that's how you have amazing music. But her training methods seem to have nothing to do with that at all. I wish I had known more.
Just trial time.
Wait. Yeah, I got that already. Everything else.
Yeah, we read all these.
Yeah, I didn't talk. I have still never talked to Fuyuhiko or Teruteru or Nagito. Fuck that.
Yeah, you talked to him once.
No, I didn't get any information out of him.
Buy some skill shits. Never mind, you only have 2 hope fragments.
I only get downshift and upshift. That's all I can get, and moonsault. That would actually be helpful.
Yeah, considering you fell a fuck ton last time.
What? Increases my aiming speed or reducing my aiming speed? Should I get both of these or the one?
The one's better for you because you fucked up a lot in the other thing.
It doesn't really matter. Here we go.
And you can equip that shit immediately.
You know, I'd like upshift and downshift is fine. Looks like everyone's here.
Huh? Is this it? Shouldn't there be more people?
Damn it.
Stop it. You're making me depressed.
Stupid fool.
So, it is going to happen again. The cruel conflict. Oh, we missed out our friends. But once we're through this, we can go back, right?
That's right.
That Monokuma bastard said so, didn't he? He said this was the last trial.
Damn it.
But we've been tricked every step of the way. There's no way I can believe that so easily.
Of course not.
Why can't you believe it? The guy who's making us do this is the one saying it, you know?
True.
You know, right?
That's why I'll definitely survive. If we can really go home after we deal with this class trial,
That's right.
I'll definitely find out who the killer is, no matter what, even if I have to pull out all the stops.
actually. That's how that works.
You.
What the fuck? Why are you here? You haven't realized it yet?
She's like super serious.
Yeah, that's why her voice is like slowly turning back to what it's supposed to be. That feeling of wanting to leave this island, thinking like that is Monokuma's trap, you know.
Huh?
What are you even saying?
Got it?
There's no way Monokuma will end things here. He's planning something far worse.
Stop trying to jinx us.
I'll pick you up!
Damn right! Stupid rabbits should just shut up! Everyone, you mustn't run away from despair. Huh? I have finally realized, after losing my powers, I've realized that cursing your powerlessness or your fate accomplishes nothing. The possibility may be small, but as long as there's a possibility, you must face it in order to become someone who can be proud of yourself. So I will fight!
Huh?
What's her deal?
I do not really know, but she seems different from before.
Probably because her voice went back to the lowest as it was in the beginning. Maybe.
Maybe she read a self-help book.
I mean, I highly doubt that, seeing as there isn't really anything like that on the island.
There's a library. There could be self-help books in the library.
Yeah, but she wasn't in the library.
Because she can't go to the library anytime she fucking wants to.
She wasn't in the. She was in the library once.
As far as you know.
But her eyes. She looks so determined.
You.
Ugh. What can you tell just by looking at those button eyes? Anyway, make sure you turn off your mini Maru. It'd be annoying if you started talking during the trial.
Oh, fine.
But still.
Somehow, I understand what Monami is saying, I think.
Anyway, let's get going to the last class trial.
You're right. We need to fight as much as we can. No matter what hopeless truth awaits us in the end.
Byakuya just...
His Byakuya spirit is inside of the Monokuma
The
rock.
imposter spirit.
I'm gonna keep calling him Byakuya because he is the ultimate imposter and has no real name. This is the end. I kept saying those words to myself over and over within my mind. I entered Monokuma Rock. Yeah, there's only 6.
They made a perfect triangle shape.
Hey, Soda!
This elevator ride. This will be the last time for this too, right?
I hope so.
Well,
Let's worry about things after we finished.
you are right.
More importantly, we must focus on the class trial before us.
See, that's my thing to yawn mid-sentence.
Sorry. I'm stealing it.
You're dealing it?
Stealing it.
Damn it.
The killer managed to kill someone like Nagito. There's no way it's gonna go smoothly. I mean, I still can't believe one of us was able to do that.
Nagito was problematic in many ways, but he was also something that I couldn't say because you skipped the fucking line.
You mean,
He was also a valuable asset during trials.
yeah, it was. In fact, during the Funhouse ordeal, we were completely dependent on him. But even if he's gone, the ones who survived needed to stand a fight. We must fight.
Turkey's done.
This will be out like well after Thanksgiving, even though it's the 13th. Holy shit! This series is gonna be padded the fuck out. The door slowly opened. This bright light greeting us. Is that light? Is that the light of hope, or the light of despair?
Because I think of light, I think of the light of despair. Whoa!
It looks like a ship.
Well now.
Well then, now that the chatterbox Nagito is gone, there's only 6 of you left.
Shut the hell up!
Enough! Just fucking start this already.
Hey!
Hey, this is it, right? This is really the last class trial, right?
Yep.
Yep, sure is. So, you gotta show some enthusiasm, make sure you give it your all.
Let's give it everything we've got.
It's trial time!
Didn't I tell you? He said it. This is the end. Monomi's not tied up? What?
Nope.
Okay.
Let's get this trial started.
Keep on killing!
This is the last class trial. Show some enthusiasm and kill each other.
Did he just say live killing?
Long live killing. This is the 5th class trial. According to Monokuma, this is also the last class trial. The curtain is about to rise. Nagito Komeda, the ultimate lucky student.
Finally ran out of his luck.
When I first met him, I thought he was a nice guy.
No.
He came across as very sociable.
No.
But his true nature held such a demented thought process that was nothing like his outward appearance. He said he believed in hope more than anything else. He said he was yearning for a powerful hope that can overcome any despair. He said he would even help despair just to prove that hope will never lose to despair. And he said that he became a stepping stone for hope. His way of thinking was completely screwed up.
Yep.
But there were also times he saved us too. Someone like him was killed. That was the end of him.
Yes, thank God.
And I have no idea at all who did it, but...
We're gonna have a whole red screen, aren't we? On the next one.
Probably. There's no way we can end this without knowing. I'm dead now.
Yeah, I'm red. I have blood coloring.
Good, you're with us now.
No, fuck.
No, it's almost red.
It's
Chiaki's
almost
there.
red. Jesus, I thought Chiaki was the next one. I thought someone else was on this one, not Chiaki.
No, what, you thought it was Peko?
Yeah, I thought Peko was
She's
the
definitely
second
on the screen where Hajime's on. I know that for a fact. This is why we absolutely have to find out. The person who finished off Nagito. The killer who murdered Nagito.
Oh yeah, Peko's over there.
Yeah.
I thought Chiaki was on this one. That was my bad.
It would be more poignant, honestly, but whatever. In order to return from this despair alive, we need to reach the truth. And if Monokuma says this is really the last class trial, that's all the more reason we need to do this.
Just
And so, fucking more dialogue.
saving over the pre-trial for class 1.
Yep, we're ending this on a good note.
Equip that skill shit.
Alright, so we have 55 skill points.
Menacing focus. You could equip that.
Greatly increase the focus gauge. Moon salt.
That's all of them.
Cheat code is 4. Okay, that's ridiculous.
What does cheat code do?
It stops time.
Oh yeah.
Let's go right in.
No looking back at the evidence. Not
Nope,
that shit.
nope.
You have unlimited time. You don't need to look at the evidence.
Yep. So we don't even need to worry about that.
This game got really easy now. We regen health over time doesn't pass.
Yeah. Here we go.
Wait, does that negate the regen of time if time doesn't
Now
flow?
then, let's
know.
begin with this during the class trial. If you vote, I'll punish everyone.
Oh, Monami's not tied up anymore.
I told you that already.
Oh my, Monami, my cute little sister, you're awfully quiet. What's happened to you? You've ascended the ladder of adulthood and reached the moon because you're a rabbit? Chesto!
That's not her chest, that's her cheek.
She's still standing.
One more time! Jeez! How about this one? This will be my final blow!
She's still standing.
It's useless.
Please stop! I feel bad for Monomi.
You're right. Now's not the time for me to horse around with Monami. The class trial has started, after all. The victim this time is Nagito, who is attempting to reveal the traitor for everyone's sake. Who in the world killed him? I'm so curious.
If he was killed for trying to reveal the traitor,
Who in the world killed?
Who in the world killed Nagito Komeda?
Yep.
That traitor is obviously the killer. They were trying to shut Nagito up.
As most people would love.
No, that might not be it.
Huh? Are you trying to protect the traitor? They didn't call out when we were in danger. Don't tell me you're the traitor.
Don't say something so stupid. There's no way in hell I'm the traitor.
Now that's more like it. Why don't you guys hurry and start arguing already?
Traitor and the killer who murdered Nagito. Is he right?
Is
Oh
the
my
same
god, he
person?
has an actual X! He has a fucking character X over his icon. That's hilarious. Oh, I need to look at these more.
Does he actually have a character?
Yes. Look at that. That's,
Oh my god, he does. Capital letter X.
Alright. I don't know what he's trying to argue right now. This sword.
Neither do I.
The knife and fork. And
You're trying to argue if the killer and the traitor are the same person.
oh god. Nagito's is actually bloody.
Is it? I didn't see it.
Yeah, it's slightly bloody.
The killer didn't take Nagito's
He was next to two
mouth
dead
shut
girls,
him
so it's
up.
not like we're gonna really see it
I'm
that
telling you,
often.
they were torturing him.
Time is still coming down.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
Oh, you know what? No, okay, it doesn't go down if you silence it wrong. That's what I mean.
The
So,
killer
like,
didn't take Nagito's mouth to shut him up.
What are you shooting
I'm
at?
telling you, they were torturing him.
so I can just do this freely.
The reason Nagito's body was covered
awesome.
with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
Okay.
So that's why he was so beat up. What were they trying to find out by torturing him? Definitely the bomb's hiding place.
No.
If so, the suspect is whoever found the bomb first.
Wait.
That was Fuyuhiko. I found it by coincidence.
You did. We don't have any evidence of that, though.
There's no way I'd torture someone.
You're a Yakuza. Why did they cut off the torture Nagito? Were the wounds? No, they weren't.
You can use, oh,
The killer didn't take
which,
Nagito's
the duct
mouth
tape.
to
Is
shut
that
him
evidence
up.
against that? Because the
I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
blood's underneath.
The
When
reason
blood's
Nagito's body
underneath.
was covered with
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
Remember, because I talked to you about that
Yeah,
a few
we
episodes
did.
ago.
Yeah.
We said, oh, wait, the blood's not underneath the duct tape.
But Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape, so he wouldn't have been able to confess anything.
Oh, yeah. That is the reason.
If he was being tortured for information, they wouldn't have taped his mouth like that.
That's what you asked me.
I'm prepared.
What the fuck,
Stop
Soda?
biting your what?
I said, what the fuck, Soda?
I think you said Sarah.
I just realized it. It's a trap.
Trap?
Stupid Hajime. You got caught in that trap.
Stupid.
What are
do
you
you
gonna
want-
slice through with this time?
I'm gonna slice through all of you.
That's probably
Probably the
torture
torture wounds.
or the duct tape again.
I'm gonna say the torture wounds. Spear Gunyear might be a good option.
Like you said, if Nagito's mouth was taped, you obviously assumed he couldn't talk, right? But that was the trap. He wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated. I can't back down.
No, you don't. You fuck off. Yeah.
But if you tape his mouth shut, how is he supposed to answer anything?
Oh,
Pay
it is-
attention.
it is-
This is how it went down.
no, fuck it.
It is the duct
First,
tape.
the killer tortured Nagito
It's not duct tape.
and got information. Then, after they killed him,
Spear Gunyear. Fuck.
Damn it!
Okay,
like
here
you
we
said,
go.
if Nagito's mouth was taped shut, you obviously assumed he couldn't talk, right? But that was the trap. They wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
Okay, you didn't even need to worry
But
about
if you
it.
tape his mouth shut, how is he supposed to...
Pay attention. This is how it went. First, the killer tortured Nagito and got him. Then, after they killed him,
Allow me to cut
Told
through
you.
those words.
Because they couldn't have done it after
It wasn't
they killed
after,
him.
it was before.
No. There's no doubt Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he was beat up.
what did you say?
Who cares about the duct tape? Might as well settle this with rock, paper, scissors.
What the fuck?
That's the best way to deal with murder trials.
You don't need to
With
prove
luck.
Oh, this guy's dead.
The duct
See
tape
who
was
did
on
it.
his mouth before the torture
I
even
guess you
began.
did it. I won.
Why do you always side with Hajime? Do you have a crush on him or something?
Definitely.
Do you know how?
Does.
Do you know?
She said he was hard.
Do you? No, she said Najime was hard.
He just said you have a crush on Hajime.
I know
And I
that.
said yes. She said he was hard. And you said no. She said Hajime was hard.
But she did physically say that. I meant to say, do you know how badly I would want that to be a thing? Except not with Hajime, but with someone else.
Egon?
Are you in elementary school or something? Yeah, with Mika. You know what? You know what? I would not be opposed to that.
You were with us when I peeled the duct tape off Nagito's mouth, right? The blood on Nagito's face wasn't under the duct tape, remember?
This fucking looks like a zombie.
The blood on his face came from his arm wounds, which means the duct tape was on his face before his arms were even wounded.
And the duct tape had a lot of crinkles around his mouth. He must have been struggling to open his mouth under the duct tape.
Perhaps the duct tape was used so he wouldn't be able to scream. Then it's like I said at the beginning. The tape wasn't for torture. It was to keep his mouth shut.
However, if they wanted to seal his mouth, they did not need to hurt him with such ferocity.
They probably had a deep grudge against Nagito.
Then, are you saying the killer was trying to make him suffer? If so, it's friggin' crazy. Did they go psycho or something?
No, they didn't just go crazy. Whoever did this must be one crafty bastard. If not, they wouldn't have taken the time to set fire to the crime scene and destroy all the evidence.
The warehouse fire was for destroying evidence?
Can't think of any other reason.
But who could have done that? When the fire occurred, everyone in this room was gathered in front of the warehouse. Yeah, and right after I opened the warehouse door, the flames started burning from the very back. Which means it is plausible to think that nobody here set the fire.
Not
Killer
really.
isn't one of us. But that's not the case, huh? I mean, it's wishful thinking.
Even if it was only a coincidence, the timing was just too perfect.
Based on the pattern up until now, we should suspect that some kind of setup was used for this.
Some kind of setup? Like what?
I do not know that, but
That's our Miss Sonia. You have such an amazingly high intellect.
Shut the fuck up.
Alrighty then. Let's think about this based on what Miss Sonia thinks. Is that okay, Miss Sonia?
damn right it is.
The reason for the fire. Well,
Which
you have that.
Which truth bullet is that?
Alright, so while I get that truth bullet, it should be here. Nope, it's not.
The oil
Yes,
lighter.
did you see Nagito there for a second?
The oil lighter.
Yes. Let me flip this move around. Just take a close look at Nagito's face. The oil lighter. Yep, see?
Yeah, it is just bloody.
The direct cause of the fire was
Alright.
the oil lighter found at the crime scene, right?
The killer used some kind of setup. He lit the curtain on fire with the lighter.
Some kind of setup?
You're so ignoring me.
Did they use the oil as an improvised fuse?
No, wait a second. That actually sounds interesting. Wait, let me look back at the other.
The direct cause of the fire was the oil lighter found at the crime scene, right?
The killer used some kind of setup. He lit the curtain on fire with the lighter.
Some kind of setup?
Did they use the oil as an improvised fuse?
No, okay. Alright. Alright, well, let's see what the rest of the
oil lighter
statement is.
The killer
before
used
I
some.
go
He lit the
anywhere.
curtain on fire.
Some kind of setup?
Did they use the oil as an improvised fuse?
They probably just threw the lighter.
Oh! I see the truth bullet we need.
Shit.
I see the truth bullet we need. And that is the right thing to shoot, I think.
The direct cause of the oil lighter.
The killer used
No, you don't
lit the
want
curtain
that.
on
You want to
some kind of
contradict
setup.
that.
Did they use the oil?
They probably just threw the lighter. Based on the shape of that oil lighter, it can stand upright while the flame is lit.
If they tipped over the lighter in some way, it could have ignited the curtain.
Oh my god, what are you
Some way.
doing? Yeah, really, what are you doing? What's
Maybe
going on in the
they used invisible
background?
thread.
There should have been a way to tip it over with sound waves.
Oh! But we don't have that evidence.
Yes,
Or
which
perhaps
one are you looking
opening
for?
the door caused
Opening the door.
intense wind
That was
pressure to tip
opening
over
the door!
lighter.
But you have the fucking truth bullet you need.
I know.
Which truth bullet is it then,
Direct cause
Chris?
of the fire was
This.
the oil lighter found at the crime scene.
The killer used lit the curtain on.
Some kind of setup.
Did they use the oil?
They
Yeah,
probably
seriously,
just
what's
threw
the,
the lighter.
I'm curious,
Based
what's
on the
the
shape of that
white
oil
noise
lighter,
going on in the
it
background?
can
Like, what
stand
are they
upright
fucking
while the flame
doing?
is lit.
If they tipped over the
Or
lighter
is that
in
supposed
some
to
way,
be the,
it could have
is that
ignited
supposed to
the
be a
curtain.
hint to show that
Some way.
this?
Maybe they used invisible thread.
There should have been a way to tip it over with sound waves.
Or perhaps opening the door caused.
I agree with that.
She consented.
No. We consented together.
I
So does
also
any
agree
jealous.
that opening the door is what started the fire.
Just as I thought, it was the wind pressure. A dust devil blown here from glorious Japan.
No.
No, not wind pressure. They probably used the Monokuma panels. A huge number of tipped-over Monokuma panels were found at the crime scene, right? It looked like they were scattered everywhere, but some were laying on top of each other in a single line. Just a single line leading from the warehouse door to the fire's origin.
Does that mean anything?
You're so dense.
The killer probably arranged those Monokuma panels to create a domino effect.
Yee.
A domino effect. You mean those tiles kids play with by lining them up and tipping them
Hey,
over?
grown adults play with them too, you know.
In place of those tiles, the killer used the Monokuma panels. So when we opened the warehouse door, the first panel toppled into the second. And from there, they fell like dominoes until they reached the lighter at the end.
This is an interesting scenario.
But wouldn't it be obvious that those big panels were falling over?
Not the way they set it up.
That's probably why they turned off the lights in the warehouse, so we wouldn't notice them.
So the reason the warehouse was dark was to hide the domino effect.
And one more thing. There was something else the killer did to hide the domino effect, right?
The killer did one thing to hide the domino effect.
This, you got this. You got this.
Yeah, there's some that are scattered, right?
No.
Wait, let me just look at this. In one area, the
How
panels
else
seem to
did
be laying
they?
on top of each other. in
The
a straight
question
orderly
is,
line.
how else did they hide it from you knowing it was happening?
I see.
They had the dark room and then that.
You were talking about the MP3 player, right? That hymn blaring throughout the warehouse masked the sound of the falling panels.
Oh yeah, this.
What the fuck is this music?
It's not Skyrim music. It's like church music.
I'm gonna look this up later.
That's it. So the strange sound was actually the sound of the panels falling.
But those sounds weren't the only strange thing, right? Looking back on it, it was also strange when we opened the door to the warehouse.
Yeah, this is true. That's why I was blocked up.
Ah, so the door was being blocked by a Monokuma panel.
And when we opened the door, the domino effect started, and the falling panels eventually reached the lighter.
Yeah, and that's how the warehouse caught on fire. At least,
You don't look so sure.
at the time, Akane mentioned that she could barely open the door.
Because the panel was blocking it, right?
But the blocked doorway, there wasn't enough space for a person to fit through, right?
Is that a problem?
It's a major problem. I mean, that door was the only entrance to the warehouse.
The door's the only entrance to the warehouse. So the problem she's talking about is the killer couldn't have left.
I see.
We mentioned that too, because it would have been a one.
The panel
You're
was
down
so
to
close
33
to the
seconds,
door
by the
that it
way.
could barely be open. The killer inside the warehouse wouldn't be able to leave, right?
Now that you mention it.
Does that mean they were hiding inside?
Who? We were all outside the warehouse, you know.
Based on the patterns up until now, I believe some kind of setup was used.
You don't have to think so hard. There's actually only one person who could have possibly done this.
You don't mean...
But if it's true, this murder.
Hajime? What do you mean?
The person who subbed the domino effect inside the warehouse. There's only one person who could have done that. Wait a second. I missed the conversation. What was going on?
So there's no way to get out. So who's the only person who could have set up the domino effect inside the warehouse? Is what the question was.
This is my answer.
What if it was Nagito?
Why'd you bring him up? He's the victim, you know.
He wasn't just the victim. Maybe.
Huh?
Not just the victim? What does that mean?
Pay attention.
He was the victim.
I am.
And he was the perpetrator, too.
Are you saying this was a suicide? Don't be stupid. His body was covered in torture wounds. Or did you already forget? Are you saying those were all self-inflicted?
But Nagito might do something like that, don't you think?
That's not the issue. He was tied up, remember? Even for a creep like Nagito, it'd be impossible for him to tie up his own arms and legs.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, as long as you understand.
It seems we need to discuss how Nagito was able to tie himself up.
Need to discuss?
Yeah.
That's not necessary at all. No matter how much you think about it, it's clearly impossible.
Clearly,
Oh,
though.
really?
It seems impossible if you think about it. But I think I'm overlooking something. I wonder if it's the evidence I'm imagining will come up in the scenario. Nope.
What did you think was it?
I thought maybe the burned rope.
To actually tie up your own arms and legs.
Maybe I'll take this just in case.
That's obviously impossible.
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be impossible.
He didn't tie both
couldn't
arms.
do
He
much
did it,
with
though.
the free
He
arm.
stabbed himself.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth?
No.
Or if you use your front tail?
What front tail?
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
Should have tied himself up, but we have.
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible.
Well, it got rid of my.
Tying just the
I think I
legs
know
is
what
one
bullet it
thing,
is.
but
It's not the burning rope.
tying both arms would be impossible.
Survival knife?
You couldn't do
I
much
don't
with the
know.
free
It might
arm.
be survival. It might be
I
burned
don't
rope.
know.
I actually don't know.
Is
It'd
it
be impossible if you were by yourself.
I think you need to shoot that.
How
I
about
don't
if
know.
you use your teeth? Or if you use your front tail?
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
Alright.
I think you have to shoot
To
the by
actually tie
himself.
up your own arms and legs. That's obvious.
That
Tying
seems
just
like the
tying
most
both arms.
obvious
You couldn't do
too.
much with the. It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
I don't think it's a knife though. If you're by yourself, so we need to prove that he was able to do it by himself.
Crap.
Okay. Torture wounds?
No.
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's
Or the
obviously
burned rope.
impossible.
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying
See, the
both
torture
arms...
rooms are burned rope.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
It's not torture rooms, I don't think.
What do you mean you don't think? It was obviously wrong.
Oh, I thought you were using burned rope right now.
That's obviously impossible.
Tying up your own arms and legs.
Tying just the legs is one thing. Tying both arms...
You couldn't do much with... It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
Oh, you know what?
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's
Fucking
obviously impossible.
So much.
Tying just the legs is one thing,
much
but tying
noise.
both arms would be
So
impossible.
much noise.
You couldn't do much with the free arm. It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
It's not that, thank God. That'd be weird as fuck.
To actually tie up your own arms and legs.
Okay, here we go.
That's obviously impossible.
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be...
You couldn't do much with... It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
Nope, I have no fucking idea.
Crap.
I love how every time every time I use the focus gauge, it heals my health.
That's obviously
So every time I slow down time, I get healed.
Tying just the legs
So,
is one thing, but...
I have a heal bar longer
tying
than
both
my
arms would be
fucking...
impossible.
So you skill that up real quick. Alright. You know what?
I have no fucking idea.
So what were we trying to prove? That he was able to tie himself up?
Yeah, by himself.
Okay. Had a feeling.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
You already tried that.
Wait, did I?
Yeah, it's maybe you do something else with that. He didn't have his arms
To
and legs.
actually tie up your own arms and... No, that's wrong.
He didn't tie up his arms and legs. He stabbed one.
No, because his arms and legs were clean.
Hold on a sec.
That too.
Isn't that premise flawed?
What? I mean, it's no mistake that his arms and legs were...
No, it shouldn't have been both of his arms. The rope on his right arm was completely burnt up. Based on that, you can't say he was tied up.
That was just burned by the fire. He should have been tied up before that.
Maybe the blood part was burnt.
It burned because of the fire. Like you said, it might look like that. But that was part of the trap. There's concrete evidence that proves it.
The knife in his right hand, his right sleeve.
I see.
Yeah, because it's completely barren of anything.
Take a close look at his right sleeve. Even though the rope was burnt up, his sleeve wasn't burned at all. Wouldn't you agree? A burn like this, no matter how you think about it, is unnatural. That rope was burned in advance so it would look like it was burned in the fire.
Then Nagito's right arm wasn't tied up, right? He was able to move it freely, right?
Yeah, that should be the case.
Hajime, that's awesome! I'll let you cop a feel if you want.
What? Why do you keep offering me to touch you?
First it was the pillow boobs, and now it's cop a feel.
Why do you keep wanting me to touch you?
Akane, you should not give it away for free. Make sure they pay you first.
Oh God, Sonia.
Yeah, Akane, don't be a thought. Be a real prostitute.
That's definitely wrong.
Fine. I just gotta get a Benjamin from him before I let him touch me, right?
Jesus
I
Christ.
mean, how much debt is Hajime gonna be at the end of this?
I don't know, he's gonna just be 15 million plus 100.
That's not what I meant. I'm talking about Nagito. I mean, even if his right hand wasn't tied up, the knife was still stabbed into it, you know.
It's impossible to stab a knife into your right hand with your right hand. Ah, that much is obvious.
It was stabbed into his right hand with his left hand.
Hajime, you tricked me. Give me back that Benjamin.
You never gave you one to begin with. Not only did she try to charge me, now she wants the money back.
Hold on. There should be a way.
Then hurry up and spill it.
If it's something lame, I'll make you give back the Benjamin with 10,000% interest.
Jesus.
There was no money involved to begin with.
10,000% interest.
Way to stab yourself in the right hand while using only your right hand.
Oh, that's easy.
Hangman's game. No, we're gonna debate this.
This one.
Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
What do you think it is? No.
Even if
I can
Nagito's
tell
right
you for
hand
a
was
fact
free,
that's probably not it.
Let me just see what I need to do.
I said it's
how
probably
could he
not
stab
it.
his right hand with his right hand?
If he threw the knife into the air and let the knife fall,
Wait a second. No, that wouldn't have worked. Blood on the girdle was what I was looking for one of the earlier questions.
Even if Nagito's right hand was free, how could he stab his right hand with his right hand?
if he threw the knife into the air and let the knife fall, could he stab his hand that way?
Is he a throwing knife expert?
Maybe he propped the knife somehow and slammed his right hand down on it?
Maybe.
Propped it onto what?
If he just propped the knife,
He could have used his bound left hand.
Wasn't bound though.
His left hand was bound.
If you're tied up, your arms won't bend that easily.
Wait.
We don't know if his left hand could even reach his right hand.
Bound left hand. Oh! I need to take
Even
that.
if Nagito...
There we go. Take
If
that
you're
bullet.
tied up,
Maybe he propped the knife somehow
Fuck!
and
Okay.
slammed his right hand down on it?
Could have been a plushie anyway.
Propped it onto what?
Second
If he
thought,
just
but-
propped the knife,
we don't know if his left hand could even reach his right hand.
Hey, the Airborne Static event. What was that? Destroyed 500 white noise across all class trials. I got it.
he propped the knife somehow?
I agree with that.
That was my first guess before the hand came into play. What the fuck?
It was the only thing with blood on it at the crime scene.
I mean, I
Life-size
know.
Monokuma plushie. He must have used that to prop the knife.
Makes sense. That's why there was a big hole in the plushie's stomach.
Makes sense,
He
too.
inserted the knife handle into that hole to prop it up. Then he slammed his hand onto it. If that's it, he had to place the plushie near him. And it also explains the mysterious blood on the plushie.
So the blood on the plushie came from Nagito after he stabbed the knife into his own right hand.
I see. So that's the trick.
But for a moment, I seriously thought Monokuma died or something.
A bleeding plushie is super scary. It's got the same fear factor as a doll whose hair grows too long.
After stabbing his hand, he no longer needed the
What?
plushie, so he cast it off toward the fire's origin
Stop
point.
what?
With the doll references.
Doll references? Mm-hmm. I don't know what you're talking about.
Pretty sure it's a horror thing.
What? I thought I was just talking about a chia pet.
That also works, I guess.
He probably thought the fire would incinerate it and destroy the evidence.
So what do you think now, Fuyuhiko?
I get what you're saying about the wound on his right hand, but there's still one huge problem. The spear. Basically, you're saying Nagito committed suicide by impaling himself with a spear, right? If you think about the order, getting killed by the spear should have been the last thing to happen to Nagito. If that's true, how is that possible? He can't grab a spear with his right hand if a knife is stabbed into it and his left hand was all tied up.
Then he probably took the spear first, and as he endured the pain, he stabbed the knife into his right hand.
There is a limit to his constitution. If you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
And he's off. To the wall.
Really, Sonia? Really? You're still on about making innuendos unintentionally. But Jesus Christ! Why?
Game. Soda.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch all that.
Of course you were thinking that way, you fuck.
Like I said, if you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
Say it one more time. I need to record it. For reasons.
For research.
He said for reasons.
For research.
Hey, bastard, you better cut it out.
Like she said, in that condition, it's very difficult to stab yourself with a spear. It'd be hard to use a spear with a knife stab into your right hand while your left hand is tied up.
So you're saying it's impossible?
But no matter what I think, I can't believe Nagito's death was caused by someone else.
I also agree with that. To think that one of us could kill someone with such cruelty, I could never believe that.
You say you can't believe it? You just don't want to believe it, right? But that's why you keep getting betrayed over and over again, right? Same goes for this time, too.
You just shut your mouth. It's against the rules to interfere with everyone. If you even think about doing anything, I have a plan of my own.
Monomi's sassing me.
But it's just as Monokuma said. We've been betrayed over and over again so far. So this might also be the same. Calling this a suicide takes too much for granted, and it's too convenient.
Then are you saying there is a killer among us, Kazuichi?
Of course that doesn't include Miss Sonia and me.
As Kazuichi said, it's true we've been constantly betrayed. But even if I'm betrayed again, I still want to believe in everyone. No matter how many times I may be betrayed, I still want to believe in everyone.
I also want to believe that there's no killer, but suicide is unimaginable.
Do you really think so?
But you said it too. It'd be impossible for him to stab himself with a spear in his condition.
She didn't say that.
I did say difficult, but I never said impossible. I feel that there's some way he could have stabbed himself with that spear.
I know how he did that. I know.
What kind of way?
I don't know.
You don't know?
It's impossible to figure out by myself. So let's think about it together. That's how we made it this far up till now.
You're so precious, Chiaki. Please don't die.
Everyone working together.
I like all the characters except Nagito, so...
I like most of the characters except Nagito and Hiyoko and Peko and...
I liked Pekko's character.
Before she became an asshole. And Mikan before she became an asshole.
Yeah.
Or when she became an asshole, rather, if I didn't like her.
Well, she also became a super sexual person.
But she became an asshole, and that's the biggest contributor
factor. Because assholes are super sexual.
I mean, you can get super sexual inside of assholes, but I don't know.
You can go inside of an asshole to get super sexual. Is that what you just said?
Yeah, up until then, you're not aroused. But once you get in there, then that's when it hits you.
So you shrink down and walk into it. With somebody else. And when you're both in there, you get sexualized.
That's not how that works.
Prove me wrong.
Let's do this.
I'll just, no, not the debate, right? She said talk about it together. So I'm gonna have to agree with someone then.
Maybe, maybe not. I think you should probably be able to figure out the bullet for this one. Never mind. Where is it?
Yeah, it's not here.
What the fuck?
That's what I'm thinking. Like,
oh,
it's probably gonna be in the statements then.
How did Nagito stab himself with a spear? Let's work together and think this through.
It's a fucking face! It's a precious face!
When the spear stabbed Nagito,
okay,
his right hand was covered by the knife, right?
No.
He was only able to move his left hand.
Yeah,
his left hand was also tied up.
But the blood on the left hand.
Then that rules out his left hand.
No, that's wrong.
Did it.
I mean, I thought it fell from the ceiling.
Hold on.
Makes sense.
It's still too early to dismiss the possibility that he used his left hand.
Why? I mean, his left hand was tied up, you know?
But didn't you see the blood on it, bruh?
But there was something off about his left hand. The bloodstain on the palm of his hand. Don't you think it looked somewhat strange? He only had blood on the lower area of his palm. Beyond that point, the bloodstain suddenly cuts off, right?
When the blood splattered, that's as far as it reached, right?
That settles the description of that bloodstain. But it's not the only unnatural bloodstain. Look, there's blood on the back of his hand, around the middle joints of his fingers.
Like you said, it looks like an unnatural bloodstain, but what's wrong with that?
It's unnatural!
We need to think and use our imaginations for a bit.
So are we going to do for a logic dive or a Hangman's
Blood on
Gambit?
his palm and the back of his hand. What was his left hand doing as the blood splattered?
What did you click?
Gripping.
When the blood splattered, he was probably gripping with his left hand. That's why there's such a strange-looking bloodstain on his palm and the back of his hand.
Was he grabbing his front tail?
No.
No!
Perish the thought! He was obviously grabbing the spear.
Yeah, because really, the moment you're hiding behind a curtain to just jack off.
I mean, he could have been.
But why?
While torturing himself.
Or maybe constantly thinking of hope really gets him off.
While torturing himself.
So he's a sadist and a masochist?
Yes, obviously. He just got super aroused.
Why are we talking about
Now
this?
that you mention it, compared to he probably made his wounds mild on purpose.
What'd you say?
The wounds I've left are mild.
They're pretty mild. Probably made his wound on purpose so he could keep his strength while gripping the spear. That makes sense.
But even if he held the spear with his tied up left hand, it'd be impossible for him to stab himself.
That's not true.
Hey, Chiaki, what do you think?
She thinks hoodie.
Hey, don't tell me you're getting sleepy.
At times like this, you should always strike from a good angle. Just like fixing an old TV.
Or a turret.
Oh, I got it. Maybe.
Really?
Maybe.
Yeah, like I thought. It's no mistake that Nagito was gripping the spear. I think.
Stop
However,
adding that, I think.
what's important is what section of the spear he was gripping.
Shaft.
No, he was holding the edge of the spear. Then, if that was the case, he must have been holding the blade.
The blade of the spear.
I see.
Cord.
Oh, right, remember the bloodstain on the cord.
I forgot it was a fucking
Instead of the
cord.
handle, Nagito must have been holding
Yeah,
onto
hold the
cord.
blade of the spear.
There was a metal weight at the tip of the cord, but there were bloodstains on that part too.
Yeah, no, that would have been covered up if that was the case.
Plus, the joint between the weight and the cord had a bloodstain shaped like it was cut off by something.
Isn't the size of that cut off section about the same size as a human fist?
Ah, you're right. So this is the part Nagito was gripping, huh? And then the blood that was supposed to end up here ended up getting on Nagito's left hand.
But why is it so important to know which part of the spear he was gripping?
You're not gonna say he gripped the tip of the cord, swung the spear around, and stabbed himself, right?
I mean,
That is where the clue
no.
to solve this mystery resides. Right, Chiaki?
You already know the
I
evidence
am
for
sorry.
this.
Of course this mystery will not be solved that easily.
he was gripping the cord extending from the butt of the spear with his hand. But from there, how would he stab himself in the stomach? I know.
It seems we are stuck. Shall we have tea time? At a time like this, how about we stick to the plan to think one step at a time instead of expecting the answers all at once?
I like that plan. That's like a good
long plan name.
One step at a time? What does
Logic
that mean?
dive.
Let's focus on the spear first. Namely, where it was and how it was positioned just before it impaled Nagito.
How it was positioned.
Yep. It was facing up. Logic dive. God, fuck you.
Good thing you upgraded this.
Yeah. over 4 3/4 minutes. Let's go! It can jump so much higher now. Yeah!
That appeared out of nowhere, fucking stupid.
Yeah, it did appear out of nowhere. No! Wow, you
almost jumped off there.
You need to have reaction time. Question 1, okay. Where was the spear? It was...
under Nagito.
It was under where his front tail is.
His ass?
What? Uh-oh. No!
Oh, damn.
Nope. Not getting me this time. Nope.
As you run into it.
Shh. It's fine.
Oh, you almost jumped.
I could make it
that
through.
was almost cool.
That was almost cool. Besides the spears, what else was above Nagito?
A stuffed plushie.
Yep, the stuffed plushie.
The sprinklers.
I mean, the sprinklers were above him. That's not wrong.
How was his body dry?
Because it was behind the curtain.
But all the sprinklers would have gone off, wouldn't they?
No, just the ones in front of the curtain.
Is that how fire suppression systems work?
I don't fucking know.
You were about to fall off anyway.
No, I wasn't. I was gonna try to... Oh, you're just staying in that place. And then I'm gonna have to do this. And then slalom through all these things.
It's like a race.
No!
Oh, damn. You just missed that.
What item connects both the girder and the ceilings? It's all been yellow. Holy shit.
Yellow.
Everything's been yellow.
Yellow. Oh, fuck.
Oh, there's 3. Okay. Say, is there 4 now?
Yellow, 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 yellow.
Where was the spear? It was above Nagito. Besides the spear, what else was above him? A ceiling girder. What else connects the both of them? The spear's cord.
My favorite.
The spear impaled Nagito as he was laying face up. It must have been perpendicular to him just before that.
Yes.
Perpendicular? In the middle of the air?
If Nagito did that all by himself, did he have some sort of ESP?
No.
That'd be awesome, but he probably used the ceiling girder directly
It would be
above him.
awesome.
Some sort of ESP.
Nagito probably slung the cord over the ceiling girder and using that as a support. He hoisted the spear directly above him. And if Nagito let go of the cord, the spear would have fallen and impaled him while he was laying face up.
I noticed a slight red streak on the ceiling girder. It probably got smeared there during the setup.
The blood on the cord probably rubbed off on the ceiling girder as the spear was falling. So, how about it? Using this method, Nagito could have impaled himself
Who's
with the
gonna
spear.
counter me?
He really committed suicide? Like that?
That's
He
insane.
probably chose that spear so he could commit suicide like that. If someone else did this, there's no reason they'd go to all this trouble just to kill someone with a spear.
I agree. When I was investigating this case, I kept thinking over and over how strange it was. Why did the killer use the knife and the spear so differently?
So you're saying he needed to use that spear to pull off his trick?
Then this is for real? He really committed suicide?
Damn.
Every single wound on his body. That was all him?
Not just that, he did all that while he was gripping a spear?
What if he fucked up, though?
That spear should not have stabbed Nagito until the very end. Which means Nagito wounded himself while he was gripping that spear, right?
Did he put the duct tape on his mouth, too?
He probably covered his own mouth so we wouldn't hear him screaming in pain.
Did he need to go that far? That's beyond crazy. Why would he do that to himself?
He was probably trying to get us to make a mistake. By committing a suicide that looked like a murder, he was trying to steer us toward the wrong answer. His goal was to get us all executed.
That's why he stabbed himself over and over again?
Did he want us to die that bad?
That's messed up. It's seriously so messed up.
Yeah, that's our Nagito.
Now I'm starting to feel a little sympathetic towards him.
No!
Stupid of me. Completely underestimated his capacity for malice. Mind-boggling malice that threatens us even after he's died. That's the form this malice took. I've forgotten all about it until now. If he was here now, he'd probably be sneering at me.
However, there is one thing I still do not understand. Whatever became of that?
He was probably planning to kill the traitor along with the rest of us.
So why did he not just do that in the first place? If he had no qualms with killing everyone, he did not have to cause a bomb scare to reveal the traitor.
I bet the bomb scare was part of the strategy behind this trick. He made us split up and search for a bomb so none of us would have an alibi. He created a scenario where any of us could have killed him.
He tried to make us doubt each other and tried to hide the truth behind his suicide.
Did he cause a bomb scare for that reason alone?
He's a fucking bastard who killed himself for his delusions of grandeur. It's not that unthinkable.
That's a great combination of words.
You are right, I suppose.
Yeah, it appears we've come to a conclusion. Bastard Nagito committed suicide. It was all done by him so he'd be executed.
Are you sure about that?
That seems too easy.
Should be okay, right?
It seems too easy. But it makes sense.
You're not satisfied yet?
No, I agree that Nagito killed himself, but I feel like there's something that doesn't make sense. It's probably just my imagination.
I sort of understand what she's talking about. I don't think it's a mistake to assume that Nagito committed suicide, but why do I feel so uneasy about it? Is it because we don't know who the traitor is, or...?
So what are you gonna do? Is it okay to proceed with the voting
It's
time?
too early.
What do you think, Akane?
Well, there's no doubt Nagito's death was a suicide. Oh well, I guess my gut is wrong sometimes.
Maybe it's not wrong, and you should
You
say
are
what you
right.
think.
It is not as though we can draw any other conclusion.
Then it's okay to end it here, huh? That means we're done with this last class trial and we can leave this island, right?
The way that you guys are talking about it makes me feel like there's more. Plus, there's like, wait.
There's so much more evidence.
Yeah, look at all the evidence we haven't even fucking used yet. There's so much more evidence as to how he actually died. Dude, and we didn't even talk about the file or
what the stupid aluminum thing is.
There's so much stuff to look at. It's only half done.
It's okay to read such a happy ending, right?
No.
Then it's okay? It's okay to say, you've decided on the killer?
Monokuma would also never prematurely end a trial unless he was sure everyone else was fooled.
Understood. Then voting time.
No, hold on a sec.
Objection!
Hold on. Why?
Sorry, just a little more. I want you guys to wait just a little more. I can't help but feel like there's still something we overlooked.
Like who the traitor is?
But the issue here is who killed Nagito, right? Even if we identify the traitor, the conclusion won't change.
That's true, but...
The mystery isn't just about who the traitor is. No matter how you look at it, Nagito's death is a suicide. But I'm a little worried, you know? I'm worried about starting the voting time while there's still a mystery.
Yeah, if it's the final class trial.
Hey, what do you mean it's not about who the traitor is? What kind of mystery is left?
There's just one thing that doesn't make sense, and it relates to Nagito's death. Plus, it's something even Nagito couldn't influence. He couldn't even tamper with the evidence for it.
You were gonna keep going? Here I thought we were finally finished.
Yep. I know exactly what it is.
What?
Crap!
It's not that? Wait. Related to his death and he...
Evidence he couldn't mess with. No.
Yeah.
Crap!
What?
No. It's evidence to the case.
Yeah.
That he couldn't have messed with. He could have messed with that. It was in his room. I'm trying to think. I don't actually know what it is.
MP3 player is blaring. Yeah, why was this blaring?
Crap!
You're gonna run out of fucking health.
No, I won't.
You don't regen right now.
No, I won't run. I'll figure it out.
Oh, is it that?
I don't think so.
Crap!
Because we haven't established its relation
Wait,
to the
what
case
evidence
yet.
out of all the evidence couldn't he have messed with?
Mess with the gloves. You couldn't have messed with the blood in the girder.
Sonia's account. He couldn't have messed with that. Could he?
Crap!
No.
See, at the rate this is going, I will actually end up dying.
I don't know what the hell it is.
I think it's the blood on the girder, right?
No.
You have 2.5. You have 3 minutes.
Want me to save you?
You have 3 minutes.
I have 3 minutes to save you?
You have 3. Instead of 4 minutes, you have 3 minutes.
Really? I know what it is if you want to know. It makes sense.
Give it to me.
It's the file.
See, I was looking through that, thinking that was the actual one.
It's that. It makes sense when you know the reason why. It makes sense.
Is it about the Monokuma file?
Yeah, that's it.
Because remember, she said something about this at
There
the
was
beginning.
something
Now it
suspicious.
makes...
Hey, guess what? The cause of death was the problem with that statement, and we missed a bunch of footage. It's fine. Everything's fine. I almost fucked up. It's fine.
He almost died.
I almost died. And it's back.
I fucked up again.
Okay. So that happened.
Yeah, the mic fucked up and missed the whole Hangman's Gambit panic attack we had. Don't worry about it.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
It was the cause of death.
Yeah, it doesn't tell you what the
Isn't
cause
that
of death
weird?
is.
Until now, the files always specified the cause of death.
But the cause of death is obvious, is it not? The spear in Nagito's stomach. It is obvious just by looking at it that it was a cause of death.
See, it could be that.
Maybe it's not included if it's not important enough to write about.
Or maybe it's to fool us.
Or maybe the
Well,
spear fell
Monokuma,
After he died.
I plead the fifth!
The fifth?
There he goes again! I'm so appalled that I have nothing to say.
But even during Gundam's case, and before during Mikan's case, the thing he purposely omitted from the Monokuma file was always the most important mystery in the case.
Yep.
Are you saying that applies this time too?
Yep.
Probably.
Hold on a sec. Then, are you saying there's more to Nagito's death? Are you suggesting, again, that his death wasn't a suicide?
You guys were the ones who said it was a suicide in the first place.
No, I don't think it's a mistake to call Nagito's death a suicide, but it's not just a suicide.
It's a murder-suicide.
Come to think of it, did Nagito really commit suicide just to get us all killed?
Are you
Afraid to
sticking
do
up
that.
for him?
That's not what I meant. I mean it in a bad sense.
Bad sense?
I just remembered that his malice always defied our expectations, and that concerns me. For example, would that malice just end here? Did Nagito's malice drive him to risk his life for a truth we'd reach this easily? I mean, this is Nagito we're talking about, you know?
How interesting! You sure do believe in Nagito, huh? Because you believe in his malice, You continue to suspect his malice. I see. I guess that's what passes for friendship these days.
Fuck off, Monokuma.
Fuck off, Monokuma.
What friendship?
What should we do, you guys? Should we proceed with the vote?
No.
I think we should keep going until everyone is satisfied.
You are right. We only get one chance to vote after all.
Just to be safe, huh? Guess I have no choice. If that's the case, I'll do my best to go along with it.
This is friggin' annoying. But if you guys say you're doing it, there's no way I'm gonna back out.
Hey, Monokuma, you heard us. The voting's gonna have to wait.
We've come this far. Let's work hard till the very end. If we work together, everything should be all right. That's what I believe.
Oh, splendid. You guys are so splendid right now. That's right. If all your hopes are united, no despair can shake you.
Really? Really, huh? Nagito said the same thing. The absolute hope that can overcome any despair. He said he was yearning for that. The situation where it might be the thing Nagito wanted all along. No, never mind. I'm probably overthinking.
Always overthink it.
I had a feeling the trial was going to end here after we figured out one half of the trial. There's no possible way.
So we're gonna upload this 5-minute video, right?
Yep. This is gonna be separate from the. So this is gonna be like part whatever this is.
0.5
plus 1. No, it'll just be its own episode.
0.5.
Clearly.
72.5.
Clearly. 72. Yeah. 72.
Man, my heart was racing like crazy when I thought the voting time was going to start, but... Well, if you think about it rationally, there's no way it was going to happen. We haven't done this bit yet. Most of the players probably figured that out too. You're the only one who didn't know. Isn't that right, Monami? Hey, how much longer do you plan to sulk? Let's get along like we always do. Alright, you passed! Friendship is measured by how long you can stand the silence when you're all alone with someone else.
Is it?
So Monami and I are the bestest of best friends.
Don't say such stupid things. I hate you so much right now.
Enough! Why do I have to be hated that much?
Besides the fact you snap at me like that, I don't trust you at all. Not even a teensy tiny 1 millimeter bit.
How sad.
At least you didn't say 1 mm bit.
1 mm bit.
Distrusting your friend is so much more shameful than being betrayed by that friend, you know.
Micro money.
Micro whatever that means.
Micro money.
We aren't even friends in the first place.
Then, as your older brother, let me say this.
You're not even my brother.
It's sad to live a life without friendship. That's even sadder to watch that's even sadder than watching a high school rom-com full of guys.
Wow, game!
Does that even exist?
Wow, game!
Does that even exist? I'm sure.
Also,
it
it's bashing on a gay rom-com.
I understand that, but does that
game? It's 2017. You can't do that.
Regardless, does that even exist?
I don't know. Google it later.
No,
I'll Google it.
Well, there may be some demands for that. Yeah, I totally fell for it. I totally took the man bait. Ugh. We're gonna save. We're gonna complete the final class trial. Next trial. See you at trials next trial.